What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Raw and Cut DC show. It's been almost a month now since we made a video. Isn't that right, man?
It's been that or a little bit more probably.
Yeah, probably. And we both have beards now, as y'all can tell. Growing our beards out and shit. Perfect
Yeah,
time.
man.
Look at yours, man. That's crazy, man.
It's
Oh,
actually longer than what it looks like if I like iron this sucker, because
really?
I got a bunch of different nationalities up in
Yeah,
me, so it sort of curls. But when I
yeah,
straighten it, I mean, as you can see, I mean it's past my neck, dude.
yeah, man. You should iron it out. Take a picture. I'll have to see that. See how long
Yeah,
it looks.
man. I had Cindy do it for me a couple days ago.
Oh man, yeah. You have any pictures of it? You should post it on your Facebook. I'd like to see
Yeah,
that.
it's on the Facebook.
I'll check it out. Now, this video's gonna be kind of interesting because we're gonna be discussing a show that you're not really a fan of, isn't it? Right? It's just
That's
me.
correct.
So this is gonna be kind of different than our other videos because usually when we do a video, we're both fans of wrestling. We both like True Blood. We both at one time were fans of Twilight. So this is totally different than anything we've done before. So this should be interesting. So, but before we do that, I want to put it out there. If you've never watched Sons of Anarchy, you might not want to watch this video because there'll be a lot of spoilers about the show in this discussion. So you've been warned. So you might want to go back, watch the show. Now that the show's over, you can watch all 7 seasons. They have the first 6 on Netflix, and you could download the new one. So it just ended this past week. So just to give it a little warning label there. What do you think,
There you
man?
go. Oh, spoiler alarm.
Spoiler. Everyone hates spoilers. I hate spoilers too. Just like wrestling, ruins everything. Isn't that right?
Oh, Bleacher Report.
Yeah, Bleacher Report, No DQ, over a million websites that are ruining everything. Damn it. But anyways,
There you
so
go.
in this video we talked about earlier, you'll be asking the questions because, like you said, you're not really a fan of the show, so you're gonna be asking me the questions. So I'm gonna let you take it away and ask your first question.
All right, let's start this off with when did you first start watching it? Whether it was like, what season was it in before you first started watching it ever? Or were you watching it right then and there? You started with season 1 as it was on.
Okay, that's a very interesting question. No, just like True Blood, I started way late into the game. Uh, I started, I think it was 2012. They were in the middle of season 5 at the time, and just like you, I have friends always tell me, you need to watch Sons of Anarchy. You need to watch it. It's an awesome show. It's way different than what you love to watch. You will love it. And it didn't sound like it would interest me, But I'm not really into bikes and cars or any stuff like that. So I didn't think I was gonna like it. So I was browsing Netflix one day, and they had the first 4 seasons on there. So I had watched the first season. I fell in love with it pretty quickly, actually, and watched the first 4 seasons in a row. So I've been with the show as it was going on since season 5, but I started like in 2012. So it was about 4 years to the show at that point. So that's when I started watching it.
All right, I'm gonna ask you this one. With season 1, how would you describe whether it was fast-paced, slow-paced, or just introducing the characters pretty much so you can understand what the hell's going on, and just explain that season for us?
Yeah, it's very slow paced because that's a good question, by the way. You hit me with the hard questions already. It's very slow paced because usually with first seasons they always want to introduce all the characters, get to know them a little bit. And with a TV show, you have more of a luxury to do that than movies. So the whole first season is like Jax, which is the main character. You're getting the backstory of him, of why he's in the club. You're getting to know the club a little bit more better. And they explain like the plot. Pretty much the whole plot is at the beginning. They tell you his father died. He started the club. So Jax is the son of the father who joins the club. But the father was murdered by the guy that's running the club. He's the president. His name is Clay. So the whole first season is Jax battling with them stuff like, why is he a part of this illegal club? Why is he because he just had a kid. So like he's wondering like, should I be a father to this kid or should I leave the club? So that's the whole first season, is explaining that, like why he's in the club and showing you doing all kinds of crazy stuff. So you get to know pretty much the whole first season, like all TV shows in history. You're knowing the characters, you're getting to know them a little better. And but I will say the first 6 are very, very slow. So I had to have a lot of patience. I'm gonna warn you now. If you watch it, it's very, very slow. But after episode 6, it moves on a very fast pace and it does not slow down. So it's a mixture of very fast and very slow. So it's good.
All right. I heard Ryan Perlman, I believe, is in it.
Yeah, he
Is
plays
that
the guy that killed Jax's dad, Clay. Yeah.
so? He's with an opposite gang or the same gang here?
What do you mean? Like, is he like a? What do you mean? Explain that.
I mean, the Jax guy. I mean, all right. Let me ask this first.
Okay.
Sons of Anarchy. Is that the name of the gang, or are they just
That's
Anarchy?
the name
What?
of yeah, that's the name of the MC Club. That's their name, Sons of Anarchy.
All right. So is Ron Perlman with them or against
Yeah,
that
he's
crew?
but he's the president of the club. He killed Jackson's dad to take that spot because I'll go ahead and tell you the story. Jackson's dad wanted to take the club out of the illegal activities they were part of. Move them in a more legitimate direction, start like a legitimate business. Clay didn't want that, so he murdered Jackson's dad to take over the club. So he's the current president going into the show, and that's the whole drama right there. Is Clay making the club do all this illegal shit that the original owner didn't want them to do? So that's the whole dilemma. So yeah, he's the president of the club for the first 5 seasons.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I do know one of the people from I believe it was House of a Thousand Corpses is in that.
Which one? I'm trying to remember because I haven't seen that movie
He's
in a while.
on this one. He looks sort of stocky. I've seen pictures of him, and he's got sort of like longish hair.
I think I know who you're talking about. I just can't remember his name right now, but I think I know who you're talking about.
He
Yeah.
was the guy on House of a Thousand Corpses that was joyriding the police car.
Oh,
Was,
yeah. I think you're talking
so
about
is that him?
sheriff, right? The old guy?
No, not the old guy. The guy that picks them up when they're stranded, and Baby, which is Rob Zombie's wife, comes to bring him in the
Yeah.
house. He's the
Yeah.
one that takes the car.
I can't remember right now because I haven't seen that movie in so long.
All right,
But, I think I know
not
you're
important. All right.
watch it now.
Out of all the characters, what drew you into this show to begin with?
To be honest, it's kind of surprising because you know me, man. I love the supernatural stuff like vampires, so zombies. So it's like, why would I like a show like this? I think it's because it's like it's kind of real reality based, but it also has that intriguing story of like someone battling with their own demons and stuff like that. Because here's a guy that's in this club, right? And he hates that he's a part of this club, and he does terrible stuff all the time. But he has that inner struggle, like feeling he doesn't belong. You know what I'm saying? The whole Jax guy, So it was like it was intriguing looking at a different aspect of the show about motorcycle club. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not.
Man. So which one do you relate to? I mean, do you relate to the main character?
Jax definitely, man, because he's more of like an outcast. He's a part of this world, but he doesn't really feel like he belongs in it. Like he's kind of forced into it. Because he grew up with the family. He runs in his family. His dad owned the club. He started the club. He was the original member, and so he was born into this life, this crazy life of gang activity and stuff like that, and trying to find his way in, and trying to balance it of his family life and his club life. So I kind of, I kind of feel like I don't belong in this world sometimes. Like I feel like an outcast. So definitely that.
Yeah, man. All right,
Yeah.
got another one for you. For
Oh,
people
man.
that refuse to watch this because say they don't like bikers, they don't like whatever, motorcycles, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
What could they get out of it besides looking past the whole motorcycle thing? Is there a story there? Obviously you said something about, Jax's parents and all that type of stuff. But what could draw an outsider that normally wouldn't watch this show in?
That's a very good question, man. Very good one. I was thinking about that. I knew you were going to ask that one. Technically, it is about a motorcycle club that does a lot of crazy shit. There's a lot of violence, a lot of sex. So if you're offended by that kind of stuff, of course, it's probably going to bug you. But surprisingly, it's a very complex storyline. It's about a family, Jax's family. There's actually a family storyline. So if you enjoy stories of somebody, fighting with their demons, trying to find their way into the world, you enjoy stories like that, you will love this show because at the very core of it, it's about loyalty, brotherhood, family, finding your way into the world, trying to balance everything out. So there is a deep story beneath all the violence and crazy motorcycle clubs. So, of course, that does take the main focus because they are a motorcycle club. So you will see a lot of gang activity, wars, rival gangs fighting each other. There's a lot of violence on this show, a lot more than Walking Dead. There's a lot of violence on this show. So it'll take some patience. But I will say though, if I really totally hated motorcycle clubs, it'd be hard to look past that because it is really hard. So it'll take an open mind to look past that, to look deeper into the story. But the main story is about a family though.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
All
Give
right,
me
from
all these hard.
how many seasons was it? 7?
Yeah, 7 seasons, just like True Blood. It's kind of funny. Seven
All
seasons.
right. From season 1 all the way to 7, were you disappointed with the outcome, the ending? Were you
Yeah, I mean,
disappointed
like not.
ever in the show, saying, you wished it maybe it would get better, or the whole entire show it was just worth it? It drew you in.
It really drew me in because I was really intrigued. Because this show, like, is so different than anything out there on TV, man. And, like, usually TV is about, you have a good guy, a bad guy, and there's this play. Besides Walking Dead, of course. So it's a lot different. You're about a motorcycle gang. But I will say, as the show went on, it wasn't the storyline itself that bugged me. It was certain the characters. Because those characters you always hate. There's a very annoying character in the show who plays his girlfriend, Tara. Her name is Tara. I never bought their romance, so that took the main focus of the show after season 2. So that made it hard to enjoy it from that point on, from right there. But other than that, I was very intrigued by the story. Just certain characters that got so much screen time really bugged the hell out of me. And there was one season 3 was very, very, very slow paced. I was kind of shocked, where his son gets kidnapped and he has to go to an island to go find his son. And that was a very, very slow moving season. But I will say though, never was boring or maybe question like why I watched this shit, you know. So it was very, very good storyline, but just a bunch of annoying characters towards as the shows went on. So
All right. All right, I've did a little bit of research on this show, to
uh,
even try to pull this whole video thing off. And
yeah,
I seen where people complain saying that, this show they never got awards for, like Breaking Bad, which is another show I've never watched.
I never
But
watched them.
shows like that got awards, yet Sons of Anarchy never got an award. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's just somebody that said that. But if that is true, do you think they deserve the awards? And were they believable when you watched them?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I'm not really big on awards, so I don't care if the show got an award or not. But I know a lot of fans do, and by far they deserve it. So it is true. They never received any awards, no Emmys, nothing. There's a lot of strong performances in this show. A lot of, I mean, like usually when you watch a show, the best thing about it is that if the performances feel natural, and these characters interact naturally how they would in real life. It's very realistic, and there's a lot of drama and tension in the show. Very good performances, so they definitely deserve an award. But I think the reason why they don't get it is because there's a lot of violence in this show, which pisses a lot of people off. I mean, there's a lot of violence. I mean, it's about a motorcycle gang, so I guess that's probably why they get snubbed a lot at awards because they want to honor a show like this. I don't know how it works because I don't pay attention to the awards and stuff like that, but I think they deserve it though.
Well, see, with you saying that now, don't quote me on this because I
Yeah.
don't even know, dude. But apparently, Breaking Bad was actually about something like crystal meth or something like that, and they actually got awards for that. So I mean,
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't know how it works, but Breaking Bad. Maybe it's not as violent as Sons of Anarchy. I don't know. Maybe that's probably why. I don't know how it works, how the awards thing work. I mean, I don't know why fans would care about that anyway. I mean, like if you feel like this show's the best show on TV, then it shouldn't really matter if it got an award or not. But if you want to argue about basically does it deserve it, hell yeah, it does because it's very well acted. If you watch the show and you see how these characters interact with each other, you could buy into it, which is very important. Like Walking Dead, you could buy into the characters on the show. So that's more important than me than getting an award anyway. I think. What do you think?
well, I
That's
guess
how I
it's just
feel.
fans that stood by the TV show that believes, like, to hell you say that's the best running, show on TV right now. So I guess I understand their point of view of why you would
Yeah.
they would deserve an award.
It's probably because I don't personally care. It's probably why I don't bug me so much about awards. But I guess I can understand, like, if you've been, especially if you've been in the show since the beginning. Like, I got into it late in the game, but I still fell in love with the show. So, there's no by the question whether it deserves it or not. They definitely do. There's no denying. Even if you hate the show, you can't not deny the performances on the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You hit me these hard questions, man. Can't stand
Hey,
this.
man, I'm trying here. All
I
right,
want to
let's
ask you.
let's let's break it down to the final. Oh, you going to say something?
Yeah, I was going to ask you one question though. Just get a
All right.
different one perspective here. I know you said you watched the show like with a friend like earlier on. What was the season you watched, and like what made you not like it when you watched it?
Honestly, I think I made it to. I know for a fact I seen the whole season one because literally, it was my roommate at the time, Michael, when I lived in South Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, to this day, he loves that show, dude.
Oh, he's a hardcore.
That he actually sat me down with it. You know, he was a Perlman fan to begin with. That's why I asked that question
Right
earlier.
there, man.
But I mean, like, he loved that show, dude. Like, I mean, I just couldn't get into it. Give or take, I mean, I guess I'm sort of racist on bikers, dude.
Yeah.
As crazy as I can't get past that for some damn reason. I don't know what it is.
Like I said,
Certain
man.
things bore me, dude. Now, give or take, like the movie Wild Hogs about the fake bicycle game, the Wild Hogs.
Yeah.
Like I liked that one, I guess, because it was comedy and it was sort of poke fun at shit like that.
Yeah.
But I'm never really into. I guess because I've been to so many bars and to see so
You see
many
the
bicycle gangs really be assholes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what
Like
you're saying.
around my area, whether it be Richmond or South Hill, if a motorcycle club takes over a bar, dude, they done took over the bar. They'll run people out of the
They
damn
run that
bar.
bar, they'll kick you out.
So
They're assholes.
so I already had an issue with it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing about the shows. Like I said earlier, if you really just can't look past the motorcycle club, and how because they do act like assholes. They do crazy shit. I mean, they even show in the show they'll walk into a bar, kick everybody out. I mean, they're crazy. Bikers are crazy. I mean, they're outlaws. So if you even if the rich story behind the show, like I don't blame you one bit if you can't look past not liking motorcycle club members. It'd be hard to enjoy the show. So I just wanted to get that out there on the video. So go
Yeah.
ahead.
All right. With that being said, not saying that I'll ever, never give it a chance. There might be a day. I mean, I guess I'm gonna explain this to the viewers that are actually still watching this right now that ain't cut it off. And it was like, oh my God, it ain't about wrestling this damn time. Damn y'all. Sorry, I'm a little bit tipsy. Woo!
Oh, good brother.
Yeah, man. But yeah, let me explain myself here, man.
Go ahead.
I would have never thought I gave Twilight a chance, and I did. That's not my normal thing to watch or anything like that. And pretty much as of now, I really don't watch a lot of TV, dude. I mean, I watch my Monday Night Raw. A lot of the times I won't watch my SmackDown. I watch, obviously, I'm faithful on Duck Dynasty, Appalachian Outlaws, pretty much the redneck reality shows I'm all on board for.
Yeah.
But I feel I don't watch a lot of TV, so when I do, it's just like, I mean, I'm so far behind in Vampire Diaries, it's crazy that it's just like I got to get through all those shows before I'll be like, all right, I got an hour to watch this damn show. Not saying that I will never watch the show. I might actually give it a chance now that it's completely done. That I don't have to worry about, all right, as soon as I catch this one up, I got to wait for Netflix or wait for it to come on DVD type of shit.
Yeah.
I won't have to worry about that no more. So honestly, I'll probably give it a chance, especially if Cindy happens to like it. If she, I watch things that I normally wouldn't watch because she watches them. The show The Middle, Modern Family I watch, the Ellen show, Ellen DeGeneres.
Oh, God.
I watch all those shows because of her. That's our problem. We got so many damn shows we got to keep up on, dude. And we're not really
Walking Dead, Walking Dead still going on.
That, there you go, man. It's just too many shows to keep up on, man. We got DVR filled. It's like, son of a bitch. Like, when we break it down to finally only have to view 2 shows, we're like, thank God, man. It's hard to catch up when you got so many shows. I don't see how these people do it.
I'm going to say this. I mean, like, I'll say this now. Like, I go to the movies all the fucking time. You know that. I will say that nowadays, TV shows are a lot better than movies. They're a lot better. But the problem with the TV shows, you got to wait for episodes for the season to end, and they drag it out. So it's like, for an impatient person like me, it makes it hard. So if you do watch the show, you can watch all the 7 seasons all at once now. You have the luxury of doing that instead of waiting for like episodes, season. So I do hope one day you do watch it though.
I mean, I'll give it a whirl again. The bad thing is I'll probably have to sit through the first two boring ass seasons, in my opinion,
Oh yeah.
for
Like I
her
said,
to even
oh,
give her a chance to watch it. Because I mean, I know she ain't gonna want to jump into like the third season or something like that and try to
oh no,
give it a
this is
chance.
definitely a show you have to watch it from the beginning because it has a very consistent story all the way through. So if you like watch it random, you won't get it. I mean, they do have like a little like montage at the beginning of the show explaining what happened before, but they don't go much in depth with it. So definitely a show you have to watch season by season to understand it.
But on the comment you just made, and you made it perfectly clear right there, dude. Even though you still go to movies at the theaters, dude, I can't even name the last movie I went to the theaters. Honestly, you got so many good shows. Let's face the facts. You got Walking Dead that will shut down any zombie movie there ever was.
Oh, Dawn of the Dead, man. Dawn of the Dead. Don't forget that.
Oh, crap. That won't even. I mean, the difference in that and Walking Dead is it tells the story. You get behind the character. You can't get behind in an hour and 30 minutes or 2 hours, get behind a character. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe they fucking died. No, Walking Dead has carried on to where when somebody dies, it's a dramatic scene. Same way with Sons of Anarchy with certain people that have died that we'll get into here sooner or later. But I mean, even as of horror movies, there ain't really been that many good horror movies. But then you got this damn TV show, American Horror Story, that shuts down half the damn horror movies in the last century, dude.
What has happened though, man? Like it used to be movies were the best thing to go see. Like nowadays, it's TV shows. You stay home watch a TV show, and you don't have to go to the theater. I mean, I go to the movies all the time, so I can tell you. I mean, on one hand, I maybe enjoyed like 3 movies this year. 3 movies. That's pretty bad for a whole year. You know what I'm saying? TV shows where it's at.
It really is where it's at, and I think the reason why, especially if it was a TV show about a book, I'm gonna say this, dude. That's why a show like Vampire Diaries is so much better than Twilight. Is you have time. It ain't like, oh my God, we got to fit all this into the Twilight book. We got to fit this one movie into this whole damn book. No, Vampire Diaries can go season after season to catch up with the whole entire book. So that's why TV shows have shut it down, dude. I'm like, we've had, when I worked at the Stuffy Subs, we had this theater guy that came in that actually paid us with free tickets to movies.
Yeah.
He didn't pay cash for his subs. Me and Cindy got 4 tickets right now, dude, that will never expire. And we can't find one damn movie to use 2 of those tickets to go see because there ain't nothing that's like, oh my God, I gotta see that. I mean, honestly, I did want to see the movie about the war, something about war with Brad Pitt, because I always know he's a great actor, dude. That's a guy that you can count on every single damn movie. You know he's gonna do good. But I think that I don't know if it's called The Fury. I don't know if I think I could, being as it's a war movie, it's probably 2 hours, if not 2 hours and 30 minutes. Can I sit in a damn...
I've seen it. It's a long-ass movie.
So there's no way I could... Man, I would be peeing on myself in that place, man.
Oh, yeah, man. You better bring like a cup or something. Go pee in a cup right there in the theater. Because you're going to need it because it's a long-ass movie.
Oh, man, we just went off the subject, but I think we did connect...
That's who we are, brother. We're raw and uncut. That's the way.
But I think that fits with what we're saying. I mean, we're talking about a TV show. We're not doing a review on a movie. So I say that's saying something, dude.
Well, see, so fits that because this show is so edgy. It goes against the grain on so many levels. Like, people think, oh, it's just a show about a bunch of criminals. But it's a lot deeper than that. And people will never get that just looking at it. Like, I would say Sons of Anarchy is by far, easily, 3 of the best shows that have ever been on TV of all time, in my personal opinion. Because it's that good, and usually I don't like that kind of stuff. I like supernatural stuff like vampires. It's kind of funny that True Blood started in 2008, and so did Sons of Anarchy, and they both ended in the same year. That's kind of surprised me. I never was that until recently, but yeah, it's just like I go to the movies because I love I love the theater experience. I'm a big movie buff, but man, especially horror movies, like what's the one I watched recently about a board game called Awaja or something like that? That was a
What?
terrible. That was terrible. Oh man.
I don't even know what that is. The last movie we rented at home, which I recommend for anybody there. It was called Medea's Christmas.
Is that good?
Dude, it is funny as hell. And what I like about that, I know this is off the Sons of Anarchy subject here.
Yeah.
What I liked about that is I give it to Tyler Perry on this, dude. You know, we always, when you watch the news or when you listen to, you know, music, you know, mainly rap, that you'll have the pretty much the blacks either dogging whites or saying it's because of the whites that this happened. This was the reverse of that. This was actually a black family that judged a white family because they were redneck, wore camo, you know, lived on a farm. It was judgment against whites, and I thank Tyler Perry for doing that, dude. This was brilliant, dude. And Larry the Cable Guy was in it. And I'm telling you, him and Madea, a.k.a. Tyler Perry, were perfect together, dude. I recommend it, dude. It's funny as hell, dude.
I'll check that out.
It actually breaks the mold of his type of movie. You know, it's normally like, you know, pretty much a black cast and, you know, telling the black story. This actually branched out from that, dude. And dude, it's hilarious.
I'll check it out, man. I need to find some good movies to watch. I can't believe like the last comedy I actually like watched that was actually really funny, so I'll check that out.
See, even then, dude, I think like comedies, I think that they've a lot of them have lost their touch, dude. Comedy ain't what it used to be. Comedy now is just straight. You got to be stupid for it to be funny.
Yeah. Speaking of like dumb,
now, whether I'm blaming Jackass for that, I don't know, because they were pretty much so stupid it was funny, but you love that shit. Now it's just like, oh, you got half this shit that's like completely fucking dumb, dude. Like, yeah, that, what was the name of the guy? I can't even sit through his damn movies, dude. He played in Bruno. I can't even say it, dude. Is it Bruno?
Yeah, something like that.
Like, his movies are so stupid, dude. I can't sit through that type of crap, dude. Like, I'm old school. I like the, like, John Candy, the Eddie Murphy, you know, shit like that, dude. Like, I think comedy has lost its way.
Yeah, definitely, man. Nowadays, it's all the same. It's like they get one good idea and they oversaturate the fuck out of it. Like, all the horror movies are about all the supernatural and, you know, demons and shit like that. They oversaturate everything. That's the problem, man. That's why TV shows like the best where it's at right now, because it's so different, you know. I just can't stand it, man, because it's too much of the same.
Man.
Too much of the same.
All right, I'm gonna give you, I guess, range to speak on the Sons of Anarchy right now.
Range to speak. Free reign.
I'm giving you range to say whatever you want to say about it, and then I'll end it with the whole. You know, the final ride, the season finale, and then we'll get into that.
Okay. Well, to get more in depth of the show here, I know I already explained much earlier, but it really attracted me because it's so different than everything else out there about a biker gang. It's really cool seeing, you know, these guys are outlaws. They live a life that they don't give no fucks. They do crimes, they do all kinds of crazy shit. But it's so crazy to have a deep story behind all that shit, you know. People think like this is a bunch of criminals running around and shit, but it's a lot different than that. The most important thing of any show, though, is the character interaction. So if you enjoy like believable acting, you're gonna love this show. A lot of girls and a lot of guys love the Jax character because he's easily relatable. Even though he does a lot of bad shit, you know, you still can get behind him and understand why he does the bad shit. So it's like it's not so cut and dry like most shows, you know. And one thing I love about it, though, it has a continuous storyline, and it never gets boring. There's a lot of shows I used to watch where they'll have at least one terrible season. Sons of Anarchy has no terrible seasons at all, which is really a shock. Usually a show that goes for, especially for 6 years, is bound to have one bad season. And probably out of the whole show, I hate about 3 characters. So pretty much what I'm trying to get across is that if you want something outside the norm, what you usually watch, which is mainly just supernatural shows, like Vampire Diaries, Walking Dead, American Horror Story, Supernatural, stuff like that. This is totally out of the grain for me. So if you want to challenge yourself to watch something a little bit more character-driven, you're going to love this show.
Yeah, man. All right, you want to take it away with the season finale? Spoiler once again if you have not.
All right, series finale. So this is a big spoiler if you have not seen not only the show so far, or if you have seen the show up to this point, if you haven't watched the finale yet, to click off and come back when you've seen it. So I like the series finale. Most series, like we talked about a million times, the True Blood finale. It's hard to watch a finale of any TV show because you're saying bye to the characters that you've been emotionally invested in for the whole show. So it's hard to say goodbye and let go. For me, I was really emotionally invested into the Jax character. Like I wanted him to make it out of that life that he was in for himself and his kids. So it was sad to me that at the very end we got a sad ending with him dying and pretty much sacrificing himself to get his boys out of that life. It was a very sad ending. Like, I wasn't really expecting that for a show like this. I was expecting more like a badass, like happy ending. But we got a very sad. It was a very sad, dark episode. Jack saying bye to his club, his boys, everything, and then just killing himself. Like, I was a wreck, man. It was a sad episode, man.
There you go, man. Anything else to add on this one?
Yeah, I wish people would, out there are wondering, like, is this show like worth my time? To give it a chance. Give it a chance, damn it. What do you think, man? Give it a chance, Corey. Give it a chance.
Yeah, man. I will sooner or later. Like I said, it's too many shows to keep up with.
It's one thing. It's weird because, like Bill, like the protagonist, like he sacrifices himself at the very end for Sookie, and then Jax sacrifices himself at the very end for his boys. So it's kind of funny how the two shows parallel each other, at the very end. It's crazy to think about that, man.
Yeah, man.
Now I gotta find more shows to watch. I have a couple of shows I still watch, but yeah, man.
Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, they finally have that out. Is that still going on?
Yeah, that's gonna go on for a while, probably.
Yeah, I think reality shows they have more of a luxury of lasting longer than normal TV shows do. So hopefully,
the good thing about TV shows, at least you don't have a remake of them.
Yeah, well, especially with Sons of Anarchy, the creator of the show has confirmed that he will make a prequel down the road about Jax's dad, which builds to the story of Jax's dad being murdered, stuff like that. So, but there won't be no sequel though, so that should be good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I guess we'll cut it here. What do you think, brother? Give me a thumbs up. Yeah. I'll give you thumbs down, man. I'll give you thumbs. Yeah, so make sure y'all check out Sons of Anarchy, give it a chance, and you might like it. Yeah, man. All right, brother.